My name is Mark Kenneth Tilsen, Oglala, Dakota, from Porcupine, South Dakota. And I'm here at the Sacred Stone Camp with the greater Oceti Šakowiŋ Camp and all of our guests and allies. We're here very simply is to stop the Dakota Access Pipeline. The Dakota Access Pipeline, to not sound like a broken record, is going to bring brown sweet crude from the Bakken oil fields to the tune of something like over 500,000 barrels a day at its peak, less than 60 feet underneath the Missouri River, which supplies drinking water to half of western South Dakota and 17 million people downstream, including all the people in the Missouri and the Mississippi. In Dakota, we say mini wichoni, which is water is life. And people often interpret this as a spiritual or a mystical thing. And it's just simply literal. We cannot live without water. And this is the water we drink back home on Pine Ridge. My people, the Oglala Dakota, and all of the Oceti Šakowiŋ have access to this drinking water as part of our treaty rights from the 1868 Treaty of Fort Laramie. And we're out here in a peaceful way, in a non-violent way, to stop this pipeline from being built. And what we're essentially doing is buying time. Some people are ready to lay down their freedom or their lives for this cause. At the very least, we needed people to get in the way of this pipeline that's being built. When they're unopposed, they can build over a mile a day. Tim Mentz from the Standing Rock Sioux tribe identified sacred sites and burial sites, and instead of respecting these, they used it as actionable intel to intentionally destroy these sites, knowing it would incite us. We're here to stop the pipeline, and in rare moments we're able to be in community with all of Indian country. Like when the Hunkpapa and the Hituan called Hasnoglala, we answered. We answered in force and we answered in numbers. But it's more than us. This isn't a Lakota issue. This is an indigenous issue, and it's a human issue. It's for everybody who drinks the water down south. It's for everybody who stands in opposition to global capitalism. It's for everybody who believes in fighting for simply the right to live. Back home, we face homicide, suicide, diabetes, heart attacks. We have the lowest survival rate out of anywhere in the Western Hemisphere outside of Haiti, and we're working on that. That's us. We want a chance to work on that. We want a chance to survive. That's what we're fighting for. If we win, we just got to go back to our other struggles. No utopia comes about because of our struggle here. There's a dream that we can be more solidified than ever before. Maybe like we're seeing the beginnings of a global indigenous movement. That's never happened before. Not really. Before I get too mystical and visionary on that, what is happening is relationships are being formed to fight not just this pipeline, but the next 3 that are being proposed. And not only that, is after we win our battles here, we're going to have a generation of people who are accustomed and taught and trained on know what it takes to stand up to these corporations, to stand up to these pipelines, and to stand up to global capitalism. So after we win our battles here, we can be mobilized to take these battles elsewhere. This fight isn't in one area. Talk to everybody around. Everybody's fighting fracking. Everybody's fighting these wells. Everybody's fighting for water. So maybe something really good will come out of this. Maybe something beautiful, transcendent, historic, and lasting. But right now, we're fighting one pipeline, and we're fighting for our water. Hechetu.